Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucid, and we are back in our mountain arena game where we are playing on a map that prevents dogpiling. So we have some, at least mostly honorable early game wars. We have a message from Miklin. Sarmatia has a predictable move this turn. Unfortunately, my main army can't get there to support a PD dump and destroying their army. Cold weather has hampered my logistics the last two turns. I don't know if he fully knows about. I think Sarmatia is more worried about Niflheim than him. I don't know if he knows about that. Maybe they haven't talked. I'm defending the other provinces on our border in case he attacks with his smaller party. I hit my first war research target this turn, but I'm extremely poor, with a large portion of my gold in the row of provinces currently contested with Sarmatia. I think gold, by gold he means troops. A message from Lanka. Hey Lucid, hey YouTube. So we finally attacked. Our scouts are telling us he shouldn't have pygmies able to get there unless he's been very sneaky. We expect him to have flaming arrows this turn. And that he should really start fighting back. We need to get some friggin' blood slaves. Failed all 3 hunts last turn. We're doing 4 more hunts this turn and really need like a dozen slaves. Our scouting is finally almost adequate, and we should have vision of his cap soon. We're expecting hundreds of pygmies to start showing up, but we hope we have time to finish researching mist. Okay. I don't know how much. Be interesting to see how much mist affects pygmies when you have like 300 of them. I don't know. I guess if you're still trying to hit a single target, they're going to miss a lot. I don't see mist get cast very much. We'll see if it's effective. Our reinforcements should get to the forest on turn 13. That's 50 Kooni and 20 Morgana and a dozen more demons. We can't spare mage turns to summon mantises, which suck. We'd love to sink 20 nature gems into them. Lanka is just being anti-greed. Conjuration rituals are cheaper this month. Okay, let's go. Who's our first message? Miklin. Okay. So Miklin was thinking that they would attack here, but he was thinking they were going to combine forces and attack here, and he chose to not defend. Instead, he defended where they could only bring one force here, but he's got another big force of dudes over this way. Does this include? This includes 2 sets of mercs. But Niflheim's almost kind of blocking him off from entering this war. Niflheim moves here. Is this the Soul Butcher Jarl? Oh, he's got 1 death gem. So he got some souls. I don't know when he gets those, but... Oh, he attacked into the capture. I think this is a mistake. This was a mistake. Look at this guy. 9 protection. This was a fucking mistake. Heroic endurance. This was a huge mistake. See, if I were Sarmatia, I would have seen that he could have made this mistake. And Sarmatia has been playing so passively that it would be reasonable to assume that he might try. Yeah, he almost dies to PD here. They do get frozen, though. And he does have a big shield that's going to block these archers. I mean, he almost died to PD. Like, a few lance chargers, I think 5 Oreopata there would have killed him. It's a very modest commitment. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Sarmatia should have taken this. He should have put one here and here. And if he could, I'd move all of them. Like, do 10 here and 10 here. That way, if he brings some Nifljarl, like if he brings both of them to one province, he would still kill it. Because I think 10 of these guys would probably kill that many of his. I can't remember the bless Sarmatia has, if they have cold resistance. Oh, he kills a hearse here. I think we can see the bless. Attack, undying, strength 4, so that's pretty feisty. Lance charge and bite. Oh, the bite doesn't benefit though. Poison resistance. Undying. Yeah. I might have better luck just with the sorcerer. But yeah, they fucked this guy up. And with the lance charge, I think they would still kill him. But it would be closer. It would be closer. With a weapon on a warrior sorceress, they would definitely kill. But now these guys are kind of trapped. I don't even know where you go with them here. It's going to be pretty tricky. They patrol out some heretics. Yeah, I don't know what Niflheim does here. I feel like he's overextended. He can't fight in the heat. Summer's going to even be coming up soon. I mean, not super soon, but in a few turns. And he has one card. He has the Nifl Jarl card. And like I was saying, it's actually reasonably trivial for Sarmatia to kill them. You know, behind a PD dump, it's more tricky. Like if there's a Nifl Jarl with a bunch of PD. But I think it's very much Sarmatia favored at the moment. But they've got to make moves. And they probably need to forge some very, very basic items like Bane Blades or, you know, like the two-handed Bane Blades. Maybe like the pike or something, right? And just try to crush Niflheim. And you probably need some basic research like Quicken Self and Cheat Fate or something, or Luck. Yeah, you can't let him take this stuff. Resist cold. Yeah, we'll see how this goes, though. We'll see how this goes. I hesitate to say I believe in Sarmatia because they've kind of struggled with expansion, and they've been very... I think, on one hand, you need to afford proper respect for the Nifl Jarls, but the Nifl Jarls are not affording proper respect for Sarmatia. Like, they could have killed him here. They could have killed him here. Like, this guy could have gotten killed. I forgot what squad they had to move here, but whatever squad they had could have moved here and killed this Nifl Jarl. So we'll see. I'm hoping Sarmatia has something up their sleeve. They fight back. I hope we see some cool moves from them because they definitely are being too timid right now. So I think with Niflheim, you get them pinned in and you try to bait them into fighting you in the cold. And then meanwhile, you finish your expansion. I think this actually is kind of misplay from Niflheim. Because there's a lot more income to be had down here. Taking all this, you don't have a way to siege their capital, and you do not want to fight out of the heat. I mean, you don't want to fight in the heat, and their heat. So, if they had other strategies, like, you know, it's like you don't know whether you're going to get a Nifl Jarl or some other troop, maybe they could try to pick a war like this, but I think this is a major mistake by Niflheim. But maybe it works out for them. We'll see. Coming down to Agartha, they take out this... let's see if they're on Fire Cav. Like good little boys. Yep. Yeah, this is Great Olm expansion. A little overkill, but it's cool. The god comes over here. Oh my goodness. So he fights the Indies. Let's see what his script is. Personal Regen, Breath of Winter, Barkskin. So Barkskin, not going to do much. It's going to give you a little bit more protection. Went from 14 to 15. But, you know, that adds up. And if they don't have fire magic, then... Oh my gosh. So this isn't the full 20, but this is a lot. This is, looks like, what, 12? I think you'd want this guy advancing cast doing Lightning Bolt. Okay, they hit him, but only 5 damage. See, if you knew you were bumping, you want this guy doing advance and cast, I think. Because maybe even hit him with, like, Word of Power or something. That could be really good. The question is, how fast do these guys fatigue out? What is this chill aura? 14. That is a really strong chill aura. 36 fatigue. I mean, they're lighting him up. Oh, that guy got like numbness put on him or whatever. 49 HP regen. For whatever reason, I thought it was like 28 last time. That is 50 HP regen is a lot, guys. That's personal regen and his bless. Was I misremembering? I could have sworn I saw 28 last time. I mean, they're nowhere close. I don't even think they're doing 28. I was thinking they might win this bump. With this many troops. But they've all fatigued out. That Chillar was nasty. I mean, oh my god, poor elves. I can't believe I'm saying it. Because Agartha's so cool and elves are so yuck. But still, poor elves. And this is devastating. I feel like they've had some rough luck. God, that's so much of their stuff. They did split it. I think it's good they didn't bring these. When I first saw the battle pop, I was like, oh, they didn't bring everything. They should have brought everything. I think they brought more, it would have died. We'll watch this again. I don't think they got even close to killing this pretender. I mean, advance and cast would have helped a little bit, but guys, I don't think we're in the... Okay. He's 245. Do they get him under 200? That's what I want to know. 230. 235. God, he's trampling the shit out of them. 244. Yeah, they weren't even remotely close to killing him. Holy shit. Get the fuck out of here, he says. The thing is, though, he has to basically be where his Dominion is. So he has Dominion here. He has Dominion here. So he's probably going to go in the lake. I mean, he could go here where there's neutral Dominion. Oh, it's worth fighting over a swamp. And Agartha doesn't have a ton of armies in the region. This group can move over here, but very slowly. He got attacked here by Bogus, which I think Great Olms will do pretty good against, and this could actually be really good for Agartha. Like, this I think would be an armor upgrade for him. Bracer of Protection would be super sick. This would be super sick to give him more reinvigoration too. There's so much good stuff here for him. I think this actually is a huge blessing for them. Horror Helmet would be sick on the god. Faithful, good weapon. Cat Charm would be good. Yeah, if he can hit this with enough of his alms to take it, this is a huge blessing, because like that's going to give you basically a full kit for the super combatant. So that's real interesting. All right, coming down to Vanheim. Still leaving this province untouched. There's no news from the Vanheim front. I don't know what happened. Balin, what's going on, dude? There's a fort coming up here. He's got a temple. Announcing to the world he's got a fort coming up. I guess he doesn't have to worry. They've made peace arrangements. I'd be looking at taking this. I know they agreed it went to Micklin, but I'd be like, hey, dude, you haven't taken it yet. Especially if I see this army marching off to go fight Sarmatia. But he also lost his commander here that had heroic quickness. So he's probably got to wait for a commander to get over this way to go pick them up and lead them. All right, and then Machaka. Oh, Machaka. So Lanka rolls on top of Machaka. He's got two flanks. I think if you have these guys, I think you have them just on attack rear. I don't think you wait for the blessing. You're just going to lose some of your chaff. But I guess you reduce the chances that they get hit by, well, that you lose any of them. Right? Because they're going to definitely hit while the chaff is engaged. I guess that's what the chaff is there for. They've, of course, popped the fort, which I'm assuming they'll storm. And let's see if we can see the reinforcements. Okay, here's some of the reinforcements he was talking about coming up. Some Kooni and more of these guys. I mean, honestly, if he gets Bloodlust too, these guys are going to be even more killy. Like, imagine getting that strength bonus on everybody, including these Kooni. Finding these Kooni as lanka was really good. I didn't appreciate how good it was, but imagine getting Bloodlust on them. That's kind of the thing, is like, Yomi can't really do it, right? But lanka can. But Flaming Arrows is going to fuck them all up. And we can see, oh boy, these are not mercs. These are all troops. It is a ton of slingers. It is a ton of pygmy warriors. And we can see slingers, pygmy warriors. This is going to be like 300 or 400 archers. I don't know what lanka is going to do about that, to be quite honest. I don't think they can do anything. I think they're going to get wrecked by it. Okay, that's not really true. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what happens when you have like 50 sacred quickened demons that don't have any defense at all except for a tiny buckler versus 300 flaming arrow pygmies. My expectation is that it's pretty bloody on both sides, but that the archers win. But what do I really know about anything? I've never seen this before. Never seen the quickness lanka bless. And I've definitely never seen it run up against machaka with flaming arrows and a ton of pygmies. He's also got a god, which could be an interesting X factor too. I'm not sure what the god would cast, but... Ooh. Spicy, spicy, spicy. All right. Coming over. Hinnom. Ooh. Hinnom has a bump. Dione hit first and lose some of the long dead. Stone Skin, Skeletal Body, Fire Shield, and Blessing. But then they run into Hinnom. And let's see if we were right about that trampling. Now, one good thing about the Dione is they hit hard enough, they're going to be able to get through these guys rather high protection. This guy's probably in trouble. He's probably going to die this coming turn. Yep. And these guys are busy chasing them off. I think these guys were scripted wrong. I think if you're expecting to bump, you do attack largest or something, or attack closest. Probably attack large. I don't know if that would pick up the demon since he's only size 4. All right, he switched forms. But yeah, he was able to kill one of these one-on-one, but as soon as there were like multiple guys here, he got wrecked. He did get an affliction. He got never healing wound, but he's going to get off. It's going to be hard to trample that guy down. And that's what we watched. And then he brought the main army up north. The thing is, though, he didn't really lose a Dione. He only lost like a few long dead because that guy retreated. And he's got 2 totally other Dione up here. So in some ways, it was a kind of Pyrrhic victory for Hinnom because he lost the fun wagon. And I think all the Dione retreated up this way. I mean, there's a chance this Dione died in the retreat. But that's the other thing. Hinnom can't reinforce. I think the fun wagons are here. The Melkort is here. The Melkort can probably make it. I think if you're going to hold this, if you think Yomi's going to attack you and you want to hold this, you have to put almost all your money in PD. And having the PD backed up by these fun wagons is pretty good because the fun wagons will help clear things out. And then hopefully they can get it where they can kill the Dione before the PD route. And especially if you have a Melkort here. And I think the Melkort could make it, but I'm not sure. So like Melkort plus PD Dump plus these guys could take it. But I definitely don't think you want to... Like, these guys can just barely hold against this. They're not going to, like, go win and kill this army at all. Right? Because you remember, this actually was very Pyrrhic. Like, sure, he lost the Mountain King and some bandits, but he also, you know, Hinnom lost the Charioteer, and nothing else can come out here to defend this region on Hinnom's side. And the PD here was Horse Tribe, which are shit. So I don't even know how you do that. It's actually, the Horse Tribe is kind of a problem. I mean, the Horse Tribe would probably kill the Kooni. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah, not a lot of other news for Hinnom, except Tianchi has moved to north. They've pinged the throne, implying that maybe somehow they could move across the river. I don't know how they would do that. I don't know at all. I mean, they could wait till winter, but... Yeah, I'm not sure what Tianchi's doing. Coming south, Niflheim. We already went and talked about that stuff. In the core part of their land, not much happened. They patrolled out some heretics here. South of Niflheim, we have Ubar. And Ubar didn't attack Tianchi. Instead, they're rolling this army this way. So maybe they're going to go make a play at this throne, which would be really nice for them to have. They get a Jin Sahir, 22 Jin warrior. This fort has come up with them for them. So they've got a human Sahir here and a fort. The Shaitan, we don't see the god yet. Presumably we'll see that eventually. Yeah, that's basically it. Ubar's moving up this way. Doesn't appear to be showing any aggression towards Yomi. Though I think Ubar can kind of wreck Yomi once they get Scourges. Because these guys mixed in with... The thing is, they don't have magic weapons, so they're not going to do a great job killing Kooni. But when their upgraded dudes do, and they have Fire Shield on their upgraded dudes. So I think the upgraded dudes, like the guys once your god spawns, they have magic weapons, they have Fire Shield, they will mess up Kooni. You have those in support, maybe mixed in with some of your other gen. And some guy with, like, I don't know, Twist Fade and a Holy Scourge and maybe, I don't know what else you could put on him. Like, he would do something fierce to some Dione. But there's counterplay from Yomi's side, too, potentially. So, but it'll be interesting to see what he does. Right now, he's looking to content himself with waiting for the Shaitan to come online and killing Indies in the meantime. Micklin. This army's moving farther south. And presumably it's going to meet up here or here with the main army. I think they'll probably meet up here and try to push in this way towards Sarmatia's cap. But then they're going to have to basically deal with Niflheim. So I don't really know how that's going to play out. Presumably they need to talk. Any sign of Aussies yet? No sign of Aussies yet. But presumably that will be close. And... that brings us back to Hinnom. So over again, we've already looked at Tirnanag and the horrible fate that's befallen them. Yomi we've already looked at. They lost a guy here. I think they had villains here they took back with the Dione and a few dudes. They're making Naminari here in the swamp, I think. Can you make them in a swamp? Was this from an event? Yeah, it was from an event. Yeah, not sure what they're doing. I think we've already done this, actually. Yeah, we've definitely talked about everybody if we didn't explicitly go down this column. And I think that will bring us to the end of this episode. And with that, I will wish you all a great afternoon or great day, great night. And I hope you tune in next time to see what happens.